Hello and welcome to today's June 21st daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus check package information video. I've researched a lot of helpful data about stimulus programs, stimulus checks, student loan forgiveness, and much, much more. So this video will be a little bit longer, but should be full of some really good information. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. It's good to be with you again. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now. It's totally free, and I'll keep you up to date on what's going on in Washington, D.C., what's going on in the economy, what's going on with money and investing. All right, now don't fall for scammers that are using this ugly mug to try to convince you to text them about investing, money, stimulus, or your taxes. Those are scammers. Also, make sure to sign up for the giveaway that Casey and I are doing. We're giving away over $3,000 in prizes and cash. There's going to be some winners of these amazing hats. There's also going to be 12 people that win $250 in cash, and I can't wait to give that money away to the winners. By the way, as an important update, today is my birthday. So I would love it if you would give this video an avalanche of likes if you've enjoyed being a part of this channel. Thank you so much. All right, now we are 13 days away from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi wanting the details of the American Families Plan so that Congress can begin to vote on what will and will not be included. Senator Schumer of the Senate said that he wants to do a test vote this week. And as of right now, it looks like the vote could happen as early as Wednesday of this week to start laying out the first part of President Biden's Build Back Better plan. We are 24 days from the first child tax credit monthly checks and when those will start rolling out. Now, according to the National Low Income Housing Coalition, there is still $46.55 billion from the Trump stimulus package and the Biden stimulus package. Those two combined is $46.55 billion. So if you find yourself behind on rent, you could qualify to get some of this money. According to the NLIHC, calling 211 on your phone and working with a housing or rent assistance specialist is the best way to get access to these funds. I guess YouTube has been running some advertisements on my channel saying that there is a stimulus check for people that are homeowners and behind on their mortgage. Now, many of you have asked me if this is real. First of all, I have no control over what ads YouTube runs on my channel. YouTube has artificial intelligence that picks up keywords based on what I say in my videos, and they line up different advertisers each and every day. So that's not me. So if you like the ads, good. If you don't, blame YouTube, okay? Now, the second thing is, in the Biden stimulus package passed in March, I'm reading that there was $10 billion set aside to help people struggling to keep their home or to get brought back to where they were on their mortgage. To get your share of the $10 billion in mortgage relief, you'll have to provide evidence that you're under financial stress due to COVID and the last 15 months. You're eligible if you earn no more than 150% of your area's median income, and if your loan balance is under $548,250. Now, the way I'm reading this, again, the best way to get help is to call 211 and ask specifically for, how do I get information on the $10 billion set aside to help those that are behind on their mortgage? If that doesn't work, try Googling State Housing Finance Agency and the name of the state you live in to find the closest office that could help you with your mortgage. Now, I hope somebody in the community finds this rent and mortgage relief information helpful. That was a great question. And I can't always, reply to everything that you guys say in the channel because I get 5,000 to 8,000 comments a day. There's only one of me, but I want you to know I read as many as I can, and then I try to build my broadcast around what people are saying and asking me to research. Okay, also, I said that last week this last week, but it's come up again over the weekend. I am not seeing a portal for the children's tax credit monthly checks for tax filers. The one that I told you about last week, that was for non-filers. So the one for tax filers should be coming out any day now, and I will certainly give you guys that news when it does. Also, I'm not seeing an IRS portal for those that are waiting on their IRS stimulus check for overpaying on the first $10,200 of unemployment. So those are common things that I'm seeing, and I'm just not seeing a portal for that. And when there is a portal, I will definitely let you guys know. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I love bringing my community the news, and I hope you find these broadcasts helpful. All right, now regarding the student loan debt forgiveness situation, according to Mark Kantrowitz, a higher education expert, he is not shocked to see the Biden administration dragging their feet on student loan debt forgiveness, nor the fact that President Biden has left it out of next year's tax budget. It could be that it was left out because somebody will include it in the American Families Plan, or because he's not actually going to forgive debt. Okay, so it could be one of those two. I don't know which one it will be. But Kantrowitz said, President Biden is still waiting for the U.S. Department of Justice and the U.S. Department of Education to report on their review of his legal authority to forgive student loan debt through executive order. Only after he receives that report, which I expect will find that he does not have legal authority, will the ball be in Congress's court. So Kantrowitz believes the President of the United States does not have legal authority to forgive student loan debt. President Biden promised this while campaigning, but it may be thwarted by the fact that he doesn't have legal authority. However, Kantrowitz went on to say that Congress does have legal authority, and that's why I've continued to say that I think it could be thrown in very last minute into the American Families Plan or the next social infrastructure package, which we know is a stimulus package and a social safety net reform bill. This is where it's believed that many Democrats will attempt to inject a targeted fourth stimulus check. Now, forgiving any level of student loan forgiveness would be financial relief for over 42 million Americans that have $10,000 or more of student loan debt right now. So I know many in the community are looking for information on that. I hope that's helpful. It continues to progress, and I'll continue to share that progress with you. Now, a forced stimulus check would help between 12 million to 150 million Americans if they do a forced stimulus check. I personally believe that if they do one, it will be to a smaller targeted pool of people. President Biden, 1 week before the third stimulus check, shrunk the pool of eligible Americans, and I believe he will do that again. Right now, we know for a fact it would help between 12 and 20 million people, but going up to 150 million, I believe that will get too much pushback. And so if they end up doing a forced stimulus check, I believe it will be a smaller targeted pool of people. Now, last week I told you about Representative Omar from Minnesota and her $500 per month plan or proposal. According to her, this would be the best way to get $500 of cash into struggling Americans' pockets. It's not clear if she will push for this program in the American Families Plan or if she will push for this program immediately following the passage of the American Families Plan. However, many Democrats are saying that they like the idea of a smaller check that goes out more often versus a one-time check that could be spent and gone very quickly. The Ways and Means Committee is still interested in reviewing a forced stimulus check, though they haven't officially said an amount. They have said that they would like a forced stimulus check, and last month they wrote a letter to President Joe Biden. This committee is right now, this very week, gathering data according to an article on Yahoo Finance. The committee will be looking at the positives and negatives of past checks as they weigh in on future checks. They will be looking at jobs data, the GDP, state-by-state need measurement data between the rich and the poor to decide what would be an income cap, who needs a check, who doesn't need a check. So all of these things are happening this week. Now, today and tomorrow is Amazon Prime Day, where you're supposed to be able to get really great deals on millions of products. Speaking of Amazon, last week I told you about a petition for Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, to buy the Mona Lisa and eat it on camera. There is now a new petition calling for Jeff Bezos to remain in space indefinitely once he and his brother launch into space next month. I guess a lot of people are sick of the fact that the richest man in the world pays almost nothing in income taxes. So they're saying, yeah, go, 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 but you're not allowed to come back. We'll see what happens with that petition, right? All right, now the stock market had a nice bounce back today after having several back-to-back losses. Whenever there are a few days of losses, it prompts me personally to review my stocks and do some rebalancing. I spent almost 3 hours over the weekend researching every single stock I own. I sold off several that I believed were too high. However, I'm still holding ownership in all of the stocks that I've shared with my community, and I'll be sharing some new stocks with you in the coming days that look promising based on all of this research that I did. Now, many oil and gas stocks are booming today. However, the state of Maine is trying to pass a law that would remove all oil and all gas stocks from their state pension plans as a way of going green, although oil and gas has been a bedrock of stable income for these very pensions. So these pensions may be divesting themselves of the one area of the economy that's been the most stable. This could be very dangerous as many blue states are currently underwater when it comes to paying their pensions. And so anyway, it'll be really interesting to see what happens over the next 6 months or so. Now, I personally have some oil stocks that are up between 3 to 14% just today, and I plan on holding these oil and gas stocks while at the same time keeping an eye on what the Biden administration is doing as far as green investments and renewable energy investments. And I think it's important to do the same. Now, cryptocurrency continues to fall over the last 5 days, while at the same time, H-E-B grocery stores in Texas have announced that they plan to have a crypto ATM in every store by the end of the year. Also, many large institutional investing groups are hoping to create a crypto ETF that would be accessible to the general public. So I wouldn't count crypto down and out, even though it's been falling over the last few days. All right, now this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. Before you go, make sure to check out that giveaway where Casey and I are giving away over $3,000 in prizes and cash. We know many of you would love to have some swag from the channel. We also know that there are still people in the community struggling for getting caught up on bills or paying their groceries, and this is our way of giving back. So go make sure and sign up. I'll make sure to leave a link below. I want to thank all of the sponsors that have helped me. We're going to be able to give away over $5,000 in cash to people this month, which is really cool. So, all right, now before you go, I wish to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.